Okay, let's join up and get started. So testing 1, 2, 3. Can I be heard on earpiece? No, are you on earpiece? Okay. Please check whether you can hear me through the earpiece. Yeah, just at the top of the hour, we are gonna be starting. It's almost 10. Okay, welcome. Today we're gonna be continuing our series in building out an online school using the Django framework in Python. We've already done a whole lot of work, and we're gonna be continuing today. And to get this selling, I'm gonna quickly share my screen. Yeah. Okay. So we're on our website, www.Tclassified.com. I'm gonna quickly click on the blog. Then I'm gonna scroll down and pick out Django Online School. So all the codes that you need for this project, all of them are here, starting from the installation of Django down to where we are going to be starting today. So all the codes that you need for this work is already published on our website, arranged in such a way that you can easily use it to get your job done. So we are building an online school. And yesterday we looked at views and templating. And today we're going to be looking at using CSS for our work. So the last thing we did, we were able to bring out the content of our database, the tutorial database on our screen, but they were not looking so cute. So our job today is to make it look cute. You understand? You have to, when you're creating your view has to look admirable, so that when people come across your website, they'll be comfortable using what you have on your website. And to do that, I'm going to quickly get to my Visual Studio Code and CD into the work that we are doing, which is online school. So once I CD into online school, you can see it here in the directory. So I'm going to simply say Python manage dot run server. And why do I do that? In order for me to get the development server up so that I can see where we stopped the previous day. So I'm going to quickly run the server so that we'll see what we can see now. Then when I apply the CSS, then we'll see the latest work. The essence of using CSS, like we all know, is to make our work look cuter. That's what CSS does. HTML brings out the structure of the web page, whereas CSS formats it and makes it presentable. And that's what we're going to be doing. Now, there are online CSS distribution networks like Bootstrap. Bootstrap uses JavaScript, CSS, and HTML to make your work look very good. Bootstrap is the most famous of all of them. In order for you to quickly use CSS and JavaScript, HTML to make your work look good, there is another vendor known as Materialize. And today we're going to be using Materialize because we have further projects that we're going to be using Bootstrap for. So let's take a look at Materialize and see how we can use Materialize to make our work look better. Now, like I said, both of them are good vendors that help you to use their online CSS, JavaScript, and HTML, make your work look better. Bootstrap is the most famous. Materialize is also very good. So how does this work? They have already written their HTML with CSS, enabling you to use very fine navigation bar and every other tables and everything you want to use, menu. They've hosted it online. So what you just need to do is to link it up just the way you use your script to link up your CSS. So instead of linking up your CSS that you've locally developed on your system, you're going to link their CJN to get their own there, and it will make your work look better. And like, you know, we didn't spend so much time in HTML and CSS because we have such resources as Materialize and Bootstrap. Want to spend more time on Python, developing the business logic that will help our app do the function that we want. So let's get started immediately. So I'm going to look at these. This is I just ran my development server. So I'm going to pick up these HTTP localhost at port 8000 to look at my development server and see the latest work that I have there. So I'm going to simply get to my browser. Then I'll put that localhost port 8000. Let me see what I have for now so that I'll know what I'm developing on. So you can see this is just echoing everything that is in the database. The first one we put was to be at this date with this content. The next one we put is Java at this date with this content. The next one we put was Python at this date with this content. Then we put Derek at this date with this content. Now we're going to arrange this to be more cute. That is the essence of today's class. So we're going to be doing it using Materialized JavaScript and CSS already via their network. Then we're also going to be doing it using CSS locally. So those are the two we're going to be doing today. But we'll do the first one. Then the second one, maybe I will leave you to do that, following the text on our website. So if you get to our website, you're going to see everything is already there. Everything. So the first thing we are going to do is that we are going to create our header.html. We'll put in this code there. Then we'll create our home.html and put in the second code. So we'll just have two things, home.html and header.html. So those are the two things we need in order to get going. Okay, so I'm going to simply get to my VS Code. Inside my template, what and what do I have? I have home there. If you go to my templates inside main, you will see my home.html. So this home.html that I have here, I'm going to change it up and I will explain what happens in the changes that will affect. So I just checked out your what we have on the website. Maybe I don't have home, but if I don't have it, I'll put it in later. So this is going to be my new home. So I'll just get back here, take out everything here, and put this. And what does this basically do? It imports header, because inside the header, I'm going to put my navbar and every other thing, including the connection to the Materialized CSS that I'm going to be using. So all of them will be in the header. That's why I'm extending header. Then right inside, I'm now having my tutorial title, tutorial published, and the tutorial content. Save is to make sure that somebody does not do that somebody does not, through the input elements that we have, put anything that can jeopardize your database or your website. That's why you put this self flag. Okay, so this is basic, and I'm gonna save this by doing Ctrl+S to save. Now, what is in this header.html? Very important. So I'm gonna create this header.html. To create it, I'm gonna make sure that I'm inside main, click on main, then I'm gonna go to new file, then I'm gonna simply write header.html. Once I press the enter key, it's gonna open up header.html here so that I can insert the right code that I need there. And what is the code that I need? Okay, I'm gonna quickly come up. So this is supposed to be my header.html. So I'm gonna pick it up and put it here. So I'm gonna Control S to save. So what it does is that in the first line is loading static files. Whenever you want to load CSS, we call it static file. And we are using this templating for Django templating. This is how you bring in source static file by using this curly bracket and percentage sign. I already explained this yesterday. So first of all, we'll put in the tiny MC, which we've already used. Then secondly, this is the CDN for the what materialize. You can see where materialize is here. So this is the style sheet and this is the JavaScript. Two of them are needed to make your work well. So you have to import them, you have to link them up. And you know that if you're linking a style sheet, you use the keyword or link rel. If you're bringing in a JavaScript, you use was script CRC. So that was what was done here. Then inside the body now, you have your navbar. Navbar is your header, just like your menu in your WordPress. That is what navbar is. So it's going to contain the following menu: home, community, login, and register. So that is how you bring it in. Very, very simple. So this is what is going to be on our header. And inside our home, we are going to have this. Let me pick out this again for home, please. This is what should be in our home. So I'll get back to home.html and put this and Control S to save. So like I said, that header.html that we just created, we're importing it here so that in our home we have the navbar and everything, then together with this. So if I do Control S and save this, if I get back to my website, lo and behold, you're gonna see a very beautiful website. So this is back to our website, localhost. I'm gonna just refresh. You can see now this is a perfect website, just few lines of code. You are seeing a totally different thing. You can see tutorials, you can see home, you can see community, you can see login, you can see register. This is beautiful. This is a complete online school and you can see it's looking so cute. So let's say you are designing a school for Jam WAEC NECO unit. So you're gonna have WAEC, you're gonna have Jam, you're gonna have stuffs. And like I told you, we're gonna rebuild our Jam WAEC NECO unit online school using Django. So the team that was gonna work on this, I hope you're paying attention. This is very simple. It's gonna be cute. It's gonna be sexy. It's gonna be everything. So make sure you're paying attention. Simple lines of code, you get a good job done. This is a whole full project. We are going to launch this. Immediately after doing it, we're going to host it. You're going to learn how to host a Django website using Heroku or DigitalOcean. So make sure you're paying attention. And I'm going to leave you guys to practice this and make sure that you're on the same page with me. Then after this, we're going to try using the same materialized CSS compiled with SAS locally on our system to run this very code. Remember, everything you want is in Christ Jesus. The easiest way to get to success is by being a born again. See you when I see you. Thank you. Love you. God bless you.